in New York. Well, my next guest actually shot that video of the balloon accident that Mary had in her story at the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. Andrew Pakula joins me on the phone now. He's back across the river in Paramus, New Jersey. Andrew, you with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, where were you taking that video from? You were somewhere right around Times Square, obviously, around 43rd Street?
We were at 1500 Broadway in my wife's offices. She works for Essence Magazine, which is a timing company, and I was just filming the parade. And we were right in front of the lamppost, about 6 floors up, and we saw the balloon kind of move towards the west side of the street. And obviously we were a little bit blocked by the action, but we saw a lot of the police officers and emergency officers run over to that area. And as the balloon cleared, we then were able to actually see through the video camera that the lamppost had fallen.
What was your reaction to that? Because I heard on the video, it may have been your wife saying something happened again, or it happened again.
Yeah, I mean, we were, at first, we couldn't see what happened because we were blocked by the balloon itself. And, you know, when we saw all the police rushing over, we heard some screaming. We had no idea that it would be that. We thought it may have been something else. And as the balloon cleared, we noticed that the lamp was not on the lamppost and saw that it was on the ground and immediately figured out that the balloon obviously was blown into the lamppost. And somehow that lamp fell.
Andrew, Mary Snow just reported that the two people who were injured, have been released from hospital, which is actually kind of fascinating when we see your video of the size of the lamp and the thing that has fallen into the street. When you saw that, did you get some sense that this could have been very serious?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we focused in on the lamp itself, and it was pretty big. I mean, it was like the size of a beer keg, and we were just, hoping that no one was really seriously hurt, but we couldn't tell. When we were able to zoom in, we did notice that the woman who was laying on the ground, her eyes were open, so that was a good sign. But yeah, I mean, we were expecting the worst out of that.
Andrew, one of the things that's interesting is in the time that it took for the balloon to clear, there were already emergency workers on the scene. It was pretty fast. What was the crowd like? Did anybody seem to be getting into a panic, or were they on it pretty quickly?
Well, you got to realize that we were 6 floors up, so we had a bird's eye view of this. And when you're on the ground level, I'm sure you really can't see a lot of what's happening. But what we really noticed was as soon as it happened, I guess there were a lot of police and emergency personnel in the area. They just rushed over. There had to have been at least 10 or 20 uniformed officers that ran over, which is what made us suspicious at first that something was going on. And from what we understood, what we were able to gather is a lot of people really didn't know what was going on. And you can tell by the crowd, and it wasn't only until they started moving people away from that area that we were noticing that, the crowd was noticing that something was going on.
Andrew, good to talk to you. Thank you for joining us. Andrew Pakula, who shot that video that you're looking at now, joining us on the phone.